Oh god. Oh, it's been a long... Is all my audio coming through? It probably is. It's been a long year. The year's barely started, and it's already long. So some things that I've had to learn the hard way, get renter's insurance. Even if your apartment complex doesn't require it, get it. It's like 10 bucks a month. And if you're like me and your apartment gets flooded because of things that aren't your fault, if I had had renter's insurance, it would have paid for movers, and once I had the deductible, would have covered anything that was damaged by the water. Whatever, lesson learned, too late now. What are the other things I've had to learn? That's like the big one. Just get renter's insurance. Just get it. I don't care if you don't think you need it. I thought I didn't need it, and now look at me, literally paying the price. Regardless, here we go. It's been almost an entire month, exactly. I can't believe I streamed it that recently. January... That must be right. It feels like a million years ago because of everything that's been happening. Somebody put a dent in my fender. I was not in the car at the time, but... Big stupid dent, chipped the paint. That's another thing. If paint on your car gets chipped, that's no good, because that leaves the metal vulnerable to rust. So you don't... I mean, you can like probably take months to deal with it. That's what the guy at the dealership said, because they're gonna like sand it down anyway to apply the new paint, and so they'll sand away any rust that forms in like a few months. But if you take years to do it, you risk the rust eating through the metal. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know all of the possible implications of that, but like, probably don't want all the things that get like stuck on the outside of your car, right? Probably don't want those getting into the parts of the car that make the car go. What else? Pet insurance. If you have pets, if they're young and healthy, and I don't know how pet insurance works, don't have that either. Missed opportunity there. Probably get pet insurance. Depending on how much you value your pets, how much you would spend on them if they got sick. Pet insurance is probably as annoying to deal with as regular health insurance for humans, but if it's not absolutely garbage, pet insurance will still save you money. I think that should be all the major things. I'm doing levels of adulting right now that I hope to never have to do again. It's so much work. It's so much effort to be on top of everything. But that's fine, because I'm here now. I'll have to take another break from the stream. Probably the first week of March. Allegedly, my apartment will be dry and I will be moving back in at that point. But we'll see. Alright, I just transferred, because I have all of this little pile of post-it notes of things that I'm trying to keep track of here. I continue to be sad. There is a note earlier on in this apartment complex section that I did not grab. I am very sad. I'd still show that note off because I have other save files. That's what we'll do. Okay. I have not touched Silent Hill 2 since the last time I streamed it, and that's like the other really heartbreaking part. Like I was hesitant anyway, because you only play something for the first time once, and you know, I'm still on my first playthrough, but then life happened, and now I'm like mad that I'm not playing it for a different reason than just like, you know, preserving the first time. Let's see. So that's gonna be the streaming stuff. Okay, pay no attention to anything else going on in this room. I'm only pulling this up to show off the note that I'm very sad I did not grab in my streaming save file. For anybody who's played Silent Hill 2 before, the PS2 version, you will recognize, hopefully, that elevator. Regardless. Oh gosh. It occurred to me that, there will be a lot of other notes mixed in, so I should probably be careful. Okay. Here's the note that I couldn't find on the streaming save file. It tells you how to get into something. No, that's a different one. There's one that tells you, like, hey, this one. This is the note I didn't find. Sanders Street note. Let me make a note to find that note. Sanders Street. I don't know if I'm gonna have access to that part of Sanders Street again. Or whether the note will still be there, but see what I can do. I could make a case for this looking like Pyramid Head, because that's a very triangular situation on the top of this thing. But there's also, you will see, sooner or later you will see, there's also, and I believe I did point this out on stream, in the apartments there's also the human outlines on the walls, and then found an identical human outline on that one bed. So this is the note that I was thinking of earlier. You find a padlock. Don't remember what building, but it's of course in the town. You find a padlock. Some absolute madman or woman was brute forcing it for you. And then you just have to try a couple more and you will get the one that you want. Okay. This should be the one that I want. Okay. Bloods! Sanders Street. I would love to find that note. That would be fantastic. Okay, what am I even doing? What am I even doing? What do I even have? I would love to also find all of those photos, but I think I may have already... I might have already missed a few, I'm not sure. I think you can... I think I proved 2 streams ago of this game that you can walk out of the room. What are any of us doing? What an excellent question. You can, like, I think you can walk out of the room without picking up the handkerchief, which to me reeks of something that affects your ending, but again, have not looked into it yet, so. Minute Hand. This was when I learned, because I was like, oh, I'll collect all the clock hands and then put them all in at once. And that's when I learned that you're absolutely not intended to do it that way. You're supposed to put each hand in as soon as you get it. Alright, what is this? Oh, because here's the Henry Mildred Scott reference to the original game, which means Mildred is the middle one. Right? Unless we're not going by that anymore. What, I just put it in the minute hand? Let me read the poem again. Henry fears Scott, he'll run from him and hide. He's fled to the west, to the other side. But here comes Mildred with unknown intent. Scott lies face down, blind to her descent. Scott lies face down. He's fled to the west. Okay. How do I run in this game? Hang on. There we go. Because I would expect Scott to be pointed at 6, west. Am I okay? It's fine. I see. I think I see. I believe in my heart that I see. Mildred with unknown intent. Henry, good God. Henry fears Scott, who run from him and hide. He's fled to the west, to the other side. But here comes Mildred with unknown intent. Scott lies face down, blind to her descent. Because the hour hand is fixed, so he's fled to the other side. I'm so good at this. Okay. So what am I recording? I'm gonna do... Oh no, that's not the one! Hang on. Lordy. That's the one. Alright. Jump scares or best scares? That is... You know what? I disagree. One of the scariest scenes... One of the scariest scenes in a movie that got to me recently. It's a scene towards the ending of Caveat. Who, I don't even know if I should talk about it, because it's like, it's better if you go in not knowing, but there's a corpse in a room. The person died with their eyes open. And so our protagonist who's stuck in the room is like, you know, unsettled as one does, and covers the corpse's eyes with a hat. But it's established very early on in the movie that the hat has a hole in it, and the next time he looks back at the corpse, the hole has been repositioned so that one of the corpse's eyes can look directly at him. That's the first time in many years when I, like, stood up, paused the movie, and, like, stood, you know, like, hands on the back of the couch, like, standing there, power stance, like, just taking a breather. It was very upsetting, which is exactly what I want. Okay, I was going to write down that the clock says 9:10. And then it seemed, I would bet the second hand was pointing at 6. I'm very curious about this. 9:10 p.m. Because there are a lot of clocks, just kind of background detail clocks in this game. We've already seen some of them and I've already forgotten what they said, but I'm curious whether they all have the same time on them, and if they do, I think there's a reason for that. Ooh, somebody went to kindergarten. 9:10, a big fat hen. How do I open? There we go. It's true. James is a big fat hen. What did I just do? I just put down the minute hand. Apparently I've already been in the room. That doesn't seem correct. The room with the M on it. Into the radio room. Oh, hang on, I was gonna check. Radio room is where we think. What is that, 307? Okay. Is there... Oh, there is a room 208. Okay. And it's locked. But I do have access to it. I would like to go to room 208. How am I gonna do that? .208 is important. I want to turn the lights down so that I can be immersed, but I don't have a ring light or anything, so if I turn the lights down, nobody will be able to see me, and that's a travesty. Got a face made for radio. I've already been to room 208. I don't remember what I saw. How did I... Clock room. I want to go through the clock room. I don't want to be here. What did I just... There we go. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Because I did confirm... Where are the... Yeah, these ones. I did confirm to my satisfaction that these do in fact move closer to you. A face made for radio and a voice made for the newspaper. God damn! We pull no punches in this family. Ah! Oh, I know. I know about that. That doesn't actually surprise me. I can't believe that I've been in that room. That doesn't seem correct. I don't remember being in that room. Yeah, this has to be the right save file. Because I haven't restarted the game yet. I don't remember being in that room. Ah! Yeah, I don't remember it. It didn't happen. You can't prove it. Who is this James guy, anyway? Okay. Alright. 208 is probably the room I came out of. Ooh, okay. Alright, hang on. 208 is probably the room where I crossed to this apartment building. Yeah, alright, okay. Is it? Let me... what apartment complex am I in right now? I'm probably in Blue Creek, right? Because it's disgusting. So... 15, who cares, who cares? Wardrobe. Why would there have been a wardrobe? The wardrobe... Oh, what did I do with that? There's one wardrobe where you get the apple, and then you take the apple to it because it has those weird hands instead of doorknobs, like brass hands. And it drops the apple and it opens up and you see the dress that it turns out I did not recognize it because I never actually played Silent Hill 1, but it's the dress that is worn by the final boss, or I guess one of the possible final bosses of Silent Hill 1 wears. And then you take the apple, and I think you take it's like another wardrobe with those strange brass hands and get it to open? Something like that. Anyway, there's 208. What else do I want to do? I want to see these buildings next to each other. It's not going to show me that like this. Here. We haven't been to that part of the town yet. We are working on it. Yes, Woodside Apartments, Blue Creek Apartments. Doesn't have... Whew! Oh, okay. That was just locked before, now it's inaccessible. Okay. Okay. I think I got into Blue Creek Apartments through room 208. That would make thematic sense. Yes, it has to be, because here's where I picked up the map. Okay, so... Yes, room 208. Room 208 matters. 207 is boarded off. Utility room, nobody gives a shit. That's cool. I would not have gotten that little scare if I hadn't gone back, so that's cool. This is where I beat the tar out of a bunch of fellas. Guess it's just a bonfire? Just a Father Gregory-ass bonfire? Oh, okay. What am I doing? Probably the M door? Probably the M door, because I don't remember being in there yet. Yeah. M for minute, M for moth. Let's go. Anybody who's watched previous streams of this game will remember that James is a big fan of holes in anything, really. Oh, hi, kitty. So, pros, I've actually solved this puzzle already because I've got my own save file. Cons, don't remember how I did. Because there's... Okay. I mean, I even, like, I wrote it down on a post-it. I'm pretty sure that post-it's gone, though. Math problems to get the combination. The symbols appear on each of the moths. I think it's the number of symbols that matters. Okay. So we need... Moon, diamond, skull. Pat, you're very in the way right now. I love you dearly, but... Okay, so we're gonna say moon... Diamond, skull. I'm just gonna do some tallying. Okay. This is like baby's first puzzle. People with functioning brains probably don't need to get out pen and paper for this. So that's gonna be 4 moons. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, that's eyes. They're not diamonds, they're eyes. That's fine. I can live with that. 2 eyes. Don't discriminate against my brains. With a brain as bad as ours, does it even matter? There's one- ooh, hang on, okay. 1 skull, 2 moons. I don't even- yeah, this is probably right. And then 1 eye. Because it's math. Oh, I have not been keeping track. Okay, I did those. Do. And you have to go in there to move the cabinet because it's blocking. Come on, baby! We got a puzzle to solve. It's extra good that, like, 4 sheets of paper behind a door will keep him from opening it when he can knock actual drywall down with a stick. This is also... the visual effect for the moths is just fantastically better than in the original. Because, like, not gonna actually knock it, PS2 hardware being what it is, but, like, in the original, it's just, like, really obviously some kind of, like, texture layer with mobs on it that's just like, jiggling in front of the camera. Which is, yeah, you know, having little 3D models is neat. Little tiny baby simple 3D models for your mobs. Okay, you, oh, probably can't. Oh, it's not this room, that's why. You are in the way, hang on. Stop resisting arrest. Well, I can move through the other side. I want to see, like, an eyeball. I want somebody to reach in and grab James. Why would I... why don't I go back that way? Yeah, okay, because, like, you look through the wall, just become aware that there are some over here. So that's another skull, and that's 2 more moons. Prancing a boot with your head full of eyeballs. Kids love a good TF2 reference. It's still relevant. I guess this is also nice because it means you don't have to go all the way back into that room to count all the moths. Is there something cool in that jar? What is that? I think it's just a pot. Nothing cool. Oh, they're going to have to glue you back together. In hell. Alright. Moon minus eyes. So that's going to be an 8 minus a 5. And then skull plus eyes. That's going to be 2 plus 5. Eyes minus skull. It's going to be 5 minus 2. 373? Let's find out if I'm as good as they say. Streamer of the year. Ha ha ha! There's my bio slime hole. Hang on, how do I... There we go. Enjoy. Hang on, I'm gonna check some real facts. It's gonna be real fast, I promise. Don't have HDR, so it doesn't matter. Everything is great. We got more holes. This is nearly, if not actually, identical. I think the only difference top of my head is I'm pretty sure in the original that like is actually an empty closet or the bathroom or something. Other than that, this is a pretty faithful recreation of the original, like this entire room. Because there's the glowing bio slime, slight red light in the entire room. It's great. I love it. Oh yeah, I also have the cutscenes so I can do comparisons. Alright, buddy, let's go. Get in there, man. The slime doesn't even go all the way back. You'll be fine. Some people enjoy having their dick stuck in holes. Hey, secondhand. Can you... There you go. Bring his hand. I want to see him! Touch me with your bad hands. It's already gone. But he is not happy. What was I just doing? I was in the room with the stuff. Is this the one? Not a happy hole. This one, not this one. This one's not a happy hole. There's a hole. Maybe it was this one. There's a hole that James reaches inside of in the original and then gets startled and pulls his hand back. And when you take the camera out of bounds, you can see that the reason, like based on the animation, the reason he was startled, they actually modeled the item that he was reaching in to grab and placed it in the hole. And so in the animation, from a perspective that you would never ever have while playing the game, you see that his hand like either gets close to or touches the thing in the hole and he gets startled and pulls it back, which is cool. I think that's cool. But economy of scale, I guess, they're not going to be able to do every bespoke animation. I think it was a key. I think there was originally a key in that hole. Yeah, that sounds right. I wonder if I could catch Pyramid Head when he's putting holes in the wall. There's still something weird with the texture on these. I'll need to find one that's closer to my stupid face, but something weird happening visually with the gashes. That would be my phone. My goodness. It's like when you look at him, I don't know. I mean, I do know, but they're just... These are like definitely they okay. Just want a screenshot for posterity. Does he cut up the wall? Because this isn't the first time he's done it. I guess he just... I think he just cuts up... Yeah, I mean, what else would he cut up? I was gonna say he cuts up the path. This is much, much worse. This is much more dilapidated than it was. Oh. Yeah, it's getting worse. That door was open. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna go back, if I can. It's funny to cross that door out. I'm gonna try to go back to room 208, just in case. Just in case. 201, did that used to be? Oh, no it didn't, because I got it the other way. There's the moth room. I really do need to learn. So one of the things I keep forgetting, I do need to like learn. There must be a way to tell which ones are gonna spit acid when they die, which lying figures. Just need to put my crack team of experts on it and get it figured out. Hello. Nothing else. Okay. Alright. Worth a shot. How do you normally go? I guess that's the... Okay, there's like another thing that's broken. That's how I'm gonna get out. Alright. I can't remember whether the clock room changed after each clock hand, but that would also be interesting. The game is still new enough that a lot of things haven't been figured out, and there's some unfortunate, well, I guess I don't know how this kind of thing is normally handled, but when you go to the fandom wiki for Silent Hill 2, maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe it's, like, not hard for people who aren't me, but it's, like, they're kind of combining the remake and the original game. You did miss the Bioslime hole. Have you played the original? What was I saying? Oh, it's like, it seems like they're kind of cramming the remake content into the existing Silent Hill 2 wiki, which is like actually really frustrating for me at least, because I'm like, oh, I want to know a specific thing about game, and it just like takes me to the PS2 version, and you know, 90% of the time that's what I want, but I'm living in the 10% right now, and it's really really grinding my gears. How do you know about the Bioslime hole if you've never played it? Does this say anything new? Probably not. No. What DLC where Pyramid Head reduces the room to a bunch of dead boxes? That's the kind of quality content I want. Oh, I mean to take the screenshots you see. That's fine. Damn! You can dream of Bioslime holes tonight. What did the puzzle say? Shoot. Scott lays face down, blinders. Henry fears Scott will run from him high, and he's fled to the west to the other side. But here comes Mildred with the unknown intent. Scott is face down blind to her descent. I want to say that means Scott is pointing at. I like convinced myself that we weren't going to get the second hand, and what a foolish idea that was. Here we go. Get that our screen shirt. So it's gonna be dibs on my GPU if I check out. What does that even mean? You mean if I die? If I die, this GPU is getting buried with me. If I die, this GPU is gonna keep my casket warm. Ho 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 ho. How the time flies. How am I getting out of this room? Surely something else is about to happen. Should have kept closer track of that painting. It's probably, or that photo rather, it's probably changed as well. I should save. I should save. Ah! What on earth? Who is... Why is this happening? This should stop happening. Give me just a second. I do not want this. Good God. You are on... There we go. Do not need this thing going off. What was I doing? 14. So let's go ahead and save. That's probably fine. Later, nerd. We'll keep you warm because the power conduit burst into flames. No, you're thinking of a water-cooled build. It's too late, he won't hear me. He's already off to play, I don't know. What is he playing right now? Is Killing Floor 3 out yet? How did I get... How did I shot web? I didn't think this... Okay, maybe the stairs have been open this whole time and I'm dumb. Woo! Danny, for context, these mannequins started off a lot farther down the hall when I started this section. It's not a good one to see. See the glitch, see the strange visuals. There will be ones later that are... Was this here before? I don't remember that being there. Oh, do you think it's also got a bunch of M's because of Mary? I bet it does. I bet that's part of it. What do you say? You say that you're stairs. Yeah, it's a... Yeah, we've been here before, but Danny, you haven't been here before because you're new, so this is a perfect recreation of where in the original game you fight the boss. They have moved the boss to a different room for the remake, but it's, you know, just imagine in your mind's eye, tank controls, a fixed camera, stuck like somewhere up there, and you're just like running back and forth because the Pyramid Head has an overhead attack that is a one-hit kill. Oh, if you're actually good at making soup, you have to teach me, because I actually spent a few weeks trying to get better at making soup, and I did get better, but the soup was still not good. Right. Let's push this nerd's face in. Let's go get James exactly what he deserves. I guess for the context, Danny, since you have not played the game before, the main character's name is James Sunderland. You've got like 3 that you can make. I've got like 1 that I can't. pick up all the good stuff. Have I already looked at this? I think this is like from the flame, into the flame, something, whatever. I don't think it's the first piece of piano music we found, but it's certainly, as with all the piano music, significant. Oh, ah! Oh, I was just in there. I don't need to be there again. Are there any more? Okay. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna knock this out of the park. I've done it once before. I can do it again. This isn't even gonna be the hardest boss fight. There's a boss fight later on that's, it's a real night ruiner. I also can't believe you're the kind of person who cooks multiple times a week. I can't stand that. It's far too much effort. Of course, joke's gonna be on me when the winter storm hits and I don't have any power, but whatever. I've already been here. Yeah. S on Dorth, so that's where I'm headed, which means I can and should. Yeah, I'll triple check all of this, just in case there's more stuff. I'm like terrified I'm gonna accidentally walk into the boss arena. I don't think that's possible, but... How nice for you. I don't know how snow days work in a post-working from home age. Or a somewhat post-working from home. Because, like, not being able to drive to work is not the issue that it once was. So, you know, F's in chat for all the kids who don't really get proper snow days anymore because they'll just learn on Zoom or whatever. But, oh my god, you cook breakfast too, you're a maniac. But, like, if my internet gets knocked out and or power, and I can't drive to the office... I don't know what happens. Kinda hoping that doesn't happen. I'm really enjoying the thing that I'm working on right now, but... Okay. I've already been... Yeah, I've already been in that room. Because this is where we saw Angela. And there shouldn't be anything... Besides, you know, a full reflective mirror. I think it's a reflection. It probably is. It's probably an actual reflection. Please. With the berry what? Compote? I think you're just making things up to style on me. I don't think that's a thing you can put on French toast. Is there a door that I missed? That can't be right. Okay. It's like a thin jam. Pyramid Head is about to turn James into a thin jam. Whew. It's about to be intense. It's very real and very... I'm glad you broke your silence just to have an opinion about berry compote. I don't even know if I'm saying it. God damn you all. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Hang on. I can't wait until AI is smart enough to trick us into saying words incorrectly. Oh, lordy. Good God. If you ask to practice the word in Google's pronunciation thing, it's like, give me your mic, I'll tell you. Compote. Compote. I was saying it right. Excellent. Woo, cages on the ceiling. Alright, alright. Let's turn James into a compote. Let's do it. So it's just like It's just like the original. You don't. Oh god. You don't have to shoot him, and in fact, I have not looked this up yet, or I haven't. I don't remember. It's not even a good idea to shoot him because it doesn't. Oh god. It doesn't actually damage him. Like it might slow him down a little bit in the remake, but oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Ah! This is just. We just gotta do it. Oh god. Oh god. No. No. Oh, I think that overhead is still really bad. Ooh, I can't see very well because the lights are on in my room. You just have to outlast him. Oh my god, oh my god. No, 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 no. I do not have the spatial awareness for this. Oh, yeah, okay. We're still good, we're good, guys. Oh god. It's like, I want to say it's like 3 to 5 minutes, but let me tell you, it feels like a lot longer. Oh no! 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 Stop, 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 stop. Oh my god, he's so fast. No! Stop, 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 stop! You're so fast! I can't see him, I can't see him. Okay. Oh! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh, no, 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 no. I can't. Stop! Oh my god. Okay. That's the least intense boss fight we're gonna have in this game. Okay. Enjoy that swinging light. This is the future. This is a, what do we call it? Ray traced light. That is an actual light source projecting actual rays of light into the actual world. So, you should be very impressed that's happening. Okay, what even happened in chat? It's the conventionally attractive man from Tumblr. Oh my god. So, even after the siren goes off and he leaves, so if you remember that little room that we were in where I was like, this is where this fight happens in the original. You get the key to the stairwell of the apartment complex, you unlock the door, and suddenly you're in this tiny room, because it's a stairwell, so you're just like in this tiny room and it's a boss fight, and it's completely unexpected. And the stairwell, because there's like a little L-shaped bit, and then there's the stairs. The stairs are full of water. They're flooded. And then siren goes off, Pyramid Head, like, looks away and just starts walking down the stairs. First off, if you get too close to him, while he's walking down the stairs, he will turn around and instantly kill you. Like, I think he does the overhand and just, that's a one-hit kill. Second off, he goes down the stairs while they're still flooded and just, like, opens the door and leaves. I think it's implied that, like, him opening the door is maybe what lets the water run out? I don't know. And then, just like here, the only place for you to go is where Pyramid Head just went. Oh, okay. Again, least intense boss fight we're gonna have. There's another one that might tie with that one for least intense, but... And then look at this. It's just like nice, beautiful doors for normal humans. Okay, I was gonna look for the... So I've recorded 9, 10, and 15 seconds. I want to check whether the rest of the clocks in the game show the same time. I would also like to try... I don't think I'm going to be able to. Yeah, Sanders Street is... Damn, yeah. I think I might get to come back later. There's a note on Sanders Street that I didn't grab, but it's okay. I'll be okay. I think that would be the correct one. Alright. One big old boss fight for each major chapter. We just had... Yeah, that's the first boss fight down. Give me that. I need it. Give me. There we go. Oh, did I have any other notes? Cats and Martin. Where is... Cats? That can't also be... No, that can't be right. Okay, we're definitely... Yeah, I remember. Yeah, we're definitely gonna come back, so I kind of doubt the note will still be there, but... Yeah, we're definitely gonna come back to that side of town. What does this say? Scarab beetle. Oh, scarab beetle. Huh. It's kind of a weird... It's kind of a weird brand. Is there anything in here? Bro! Chill! There wasn't even any glass in that one. What are you... I don't know if this gets picked up by the mic, but... They're just... No, they're over there. You can't really see them. Dawn is just chirping and sitting on dusk. We're locked. Oh, that's the courtyard. I was on the other side of that not so long ago. Pain? Does it say pain? Whew. Kells, if compote is that good, you should bring some to my home. Is there anything? Oh yeah, I'm really close to Rosewater Park. And our boy James here thinks that his dead wife is waiting for him in Rosewater Park. I was gonna like, ooh, I did actually, what did I just get? I'm gonna actually go grab it. This is worth having on the stream. So for anybody, what are these called? Wingman, not an ad, not a product placement, whatever, Wingman Converter. The specific one that I bought, I haven't tested it yet, but the specific one that I bought should allow me to... So I plug it into the PS2, and it basically converts the inputs into something the PS2 can understand, which means that any controller it supports, such as an Xbox 360 or Xbox One controller, can be used to play PS2 games on a real live actual PS2, which is important because, boy howdy, is it hard to find a PS2 controller that's in decent shape. The springs do not age well, the rubber bits on the joysticks do not age well. Fun fact, sun is quite bad for rubber and I believe also plastic components on things. Don't leave your controllers out in the sun. But, it's not- oh god.
Hey. It was you, wasn't it? You're the one who stepped on my hand.
Maybe I did.
What's a little girl like you doing here anyway?
I don't know. What's a big dum-dum like you doing here anyway?
Hey, that's not very nice. Didn't your parents teach you any manners? What you got there?
None of your business. You
Gabby.
didn't love Mary anyway.
What? Hey, wait! How do you know her name?
You got him! Okay, hang on, because... should have... that save spot really close so that I can just drop a save and show the original cutscene. So that it's practically back to back. Alright, so let's do... Yes. I don't know what the issue is. It's probably like RAM or something, but it's not good for me to have the game open while I do this, but it's okay. Because I have a system. So we're going to show this, and we're going to... Angela in the apartment building. All right.
You! It was you, wasn't it? You're the one who stepped on my hand.
I don't know. Maybe I did.
What's a little girl like you doing here anyway?
Huh? Are you blind or something?
What's that letter?
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
Wait! How do you know Mary's name?
So, technically we don't know her name yet. Her name's Laura. Laura's great because she's a massive brat. She's a massive brat and I love her. I feel like the brat vibes are not the same in the remake. But that's okay. She is still a brat. They did keep that intact. Also, it's cool. It just like loads the game over here because of reasons, and then we compile the shaders every time. Don't know why. Ooh, if I remember correctly, shaders, what is it? I think shaders are just like little functions that can be run on every pixel or something like that. It's really cool. I think that's what it was. I just hit continue, it'll probably be mine. YOLO. I too have been known to emit noxious gas. That's why I stream alone. Hell yeah, alright. Did she? More obtuse in the original? Where's my... Hang on. Where's my... There we go. Okay. Flashlight on. I've lost my Silent Hill 2 legs. I have to check every nook and cranny for the goods, for the stuff. So the drawings are brought over, seemingly unchanged. That's kind of the dialogue in the remake is a lot more natural than the dialogue in the original. There's a particular spot I'm thinking of later on where this is most apparent. I've heard the dialogue in the original game described as Lynchian, and I've only seen like a couple of things by David Lynch, may he rest in peace, but I think I would agree the dialogue in the original is overall a lot more stilted and strange. It's definitely not quite how people actually talk, in addition to like the mix of not only kind of the 90s video game voice acting delivery, but also you listen to like Mary's voice lines and they're still kind of like 90s cheesy, but they're less stilted and awkward than James's delivery. And so this is something I've talked about in like past streams of this game. James Sunderland is a very awkward man, and the change to more natural dialogue and to a more regular sounding dude for the remake kind of takes the bite out of that. He seems more like a regular guy now, which I think actually hurts the overall story in a way, because part of what, here's James Sunderland. His wife died 3 years ago of some non-specific cancer, and he's such a sad sack of shit that he would literally come to a town full of monsters and search for her, rather than just, I don't know, get some therapy and move on. But when you see him interacting with the other people in the town and he's so intensely awkward and strange and just difficult to connect with, it makes a lot more sense. Like, oh yeah, this guy really is just kind of a sad sack, doesn't have anything better to hope for. All his only joy in life was his wife, I guess, and now she's gone. And now that he is more of a regular guy, that doesn't really work anymore. And it's one of the things that's... I don't dislike this new take on James Sunderland, but I don't know. I also haven't finished the game yet, so I'm going to reserve judgment until I've seen how they tie up his story. Because, like, his delivery, I cannot remember the actor's name for the life of me. It's a guy who was, I guess, in Game of Thrones. He's very good. He's very good. I have no qualms with his acting. Oh, yes, 100%. The weird, awkward, stilted dialogue 100% contributes to the atmosphere. And the other big thing that does is the fixed camera, because there's this Resident Evil. It's so funny, because apparently original Silent Hill was itself, like, a Resident Evil clone, or at least was very heavily inspired by Resident Evil, but did a fixed... I guess Resident Evil did a fixed camera? I can't remember. Anyway, the shift from fixed cameras to this over-the-shoulder camera also attaches you more closely, both like figuratively and literally, to James's perspective in a way that the fixed camera of the original, it kind of felt like you were watching James through like CCTV footage or something. There's this distance created by like not being in it with your character, but instead kind of observing him from over here, and the benefit of being able to frame every shot, not only for performance reasons, but also for artistic reasons, being able to decide pretty much the exact angle at which every piece of the game is viewed. That was also very, very good for the atmosphere. And so that's another one of those decisions, which, if I remember correctly, Bloober Team made that change to help the game appeal to a broader audience, and I have mixed feelings about that. I do want more people to experience Silent Hill 2, but if the changes you make to appeal to more people degrade the soul of the game, of the art, is that a worthwhile trade-off? But all of that being said, I do not mean to imply that this game is bad. This is, overall, I, so far, really like this remake. There's that gasp again. I would love to see a shot-for-shot remake of the original. Like, I would consider this, what's the word? Remake is like you take it, but you make changes to it. Remaster. I would love to see a shot-for-shot remaster of the original, just for PC, so that, or, you know, PC, all platforms, so that the original masterpiece can live on, instead of being tied to increasingly difficult to obtain hardware. Alright. Here we are, Rosewater Park. There's also been some, and I haven't finished any of them, but there are some YouTube videos, the gist of which seem to be complaining that, I don't know that Silent Hill 2 is, like, the game that exemplifies this, but it's the one that people are focusing on, at least in my YouTube algorithm. Optimization issues. And if the Reddit comment that I read is to be believed, I guess they didn't use the fog to help with optimization, which is very funny, because the fog in the original game was compensating for the very limited draw distance on the PS2. So, like, you should keep the fog anyway for atmosphere, but to not also use it for the reason that it was used in the original seems just ironic. If true. I have not independently confirmed that that is true. Hey James, do you want to put your hand in that trash can? No? Okay. It's fine though. We're gonna take this exact needle right here. That's my favorite needle in the entire game. Although, hang on. Is this just James's jacket palette swapped? I think it is. Hang on. There's the pocket. The collar looks the same to me. Yeah, I think it's just a lighter version of James's jacket. I mean, in keeping with the tradition where most, if not all, of the corpses are just variations on James's model, it's appropriate that that is James's jacket. Alright, where am I going? Oh, I don't have, like, a good map. Ooh! There was something I was gonna check here. We're gonna try to leave the park. Is this how we're gonna leave? No. I have to be careful. Okay. Because I need to search carefully for items, for materials, for goods, for the good needles. But I also want to try to leave the park before I pick up an escort quest. Give me that. Give me that! There's a cool Easter egg in Little Nightmares 1 where the wallpaper in the janitor's bedroom, the design is made up of, like, little things from the game. So it's like 6 and the slimes and the eye and, like, something else that I'm forgetting. And in my head, I'm like, they'll do that here. They will probably not do that here, but I keep checking the designs just in case they've, I don't know, made a wallpaper out of James's face.
Mary. Could you really be here?
Brother. I need to avoid that. I need to do the other thing. I wouldn't need to be this careful if I could remember where the next cutscene is going to be triggered, but I don't. Welcome to Silent Hill, a quiet little lakeside resort town. We're happy to have you. There's no better place than here to let go of your busy schedules and finally enjoy a relaxing vacation. Rows of quaint, rustic houses mark a gorgeous mountain landscape, and as the dawn turns to dusk, the surface of Toluca Lake shines a whole range of dreamlike colors. Silent Hill will move you and fill your heart with peace. We're more than certain your time here will be pleasant and leave you with memories that will stay with you forever. Do we get modern Easter eggs in remakes often? Rephrase that question. Because this game is full of Easter eggs. Like, there's even a whole thing where, like, oftentimes when they recreate, like, a set piece, a prop, whatever, from the original game, they put, like, a little interaction reticle on it, and you, if you know, kind of thing. Okay. Is that... I may have already found the thing, and it's fine, but I'm going to attempt... Okay, I think that is the door that we're gonna get out by. In which case, that door is locked. Let me write down Rosewater Park Sun Hat. References to other modern games in similar genres. The first thing that comes to mind for me is, like, the reference to another game in the first Risk of Rain. I'm, like, definitely the wrong person to ask because I play so few games. I'm trying to think if there are references to other games in Silent Hill 2. Not to other games, to my knowledge, but there's multiple references to The Shining. But also, like, the whole twitching, juddering Silent Hill 2 monster thing was pulled directly from Jacob's Ladder, so... Okay, so this is the side of the park. What are you looking at? You're looking at that thing. Is there anything else? I've been yapping so much that I don't know what I've looked at. Are you still looking at that hat, dude? Yeah, chill. Patrick Chester, son of Edward, he fought and died for the people, for liberty, and for all of our tomorrows. His memory lives on. I wanted to look up Patrick... Because apparently there's a thing later on that's like a reference to real life actual American history. Is one of the most famous citizens of... Patrick Chester is one of the most famous citizens of Silent Hill and is a soldier who fought with his son, Edward Chester, in the American Civil War. Patrick named his son after his father. Patrick died, but his son survived. He's also mentioned in past life. Looks like it's not... Cavalrymen who fought... That's not like a real person. That can't be a real person. Okay, it's not like a real person, so it's fine. But... headless statue. Neither a letter nor a wrench to be seen. That's the other thing I was just looking at. There's another statue in here. I'm pretty sure. There's where I came in. This park is just a big grid. It shouldn't be this hard. There's the door I can't get out. There's the bench with the hat on it. I hope the little sounds come through all right. I didn't want to be drowned out, but I also... It must be on the other side of the park. Audio's great. Excellent. I am going to attempt something. Because I don't remember... Here's the two headless men shaking hands. That is also from, because I'm pretty sure the Patrick Chester statue's in the original. I know that this statue is, and I think it's even in this exact spot. Where did we find you? I think we find you over there, so I'll avoid that. Coffee and waffles. That's where this is. In memory of the 67 who died of illness and now sleep beneath the lake. Trash, 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 trash. Toluca. It's like, maybe it's a cardboard stand, maybe there's nothing. What did I just see? That, okay, I saw my light on the thing. That was weird. Toluca Lake Canoe. Soon we will be... This is... okay, I think this is the thing. Oh man! I can't get through! Welcome to Neighborhood. Good God. Neighborhood Cafe. Changes in insurance prices. In the world of HD textures, I wonder if they actually filled in. Because there's a sign in... what is it? You're headed to Centurion Plaza in Mirror's Edge. And it's right before, because you go down, forward, you go up the stairs, and then you're really close to the end of the level. There's some cops running at you. If you stop before you go up the stairs into the plaza, there's a sign, and it's just lorem ipsum text. It's just lorem ipsum, and it's like high enough fidelity textures because it's Mirror's Edge that you can tell that it's lorem ipsum text. And I think that's funny. Oh.
Mary? No. You're... not.
Do I look like your girlfriend?
No, my... late wife. I can't believe it. Your face, your voice, you could be...
My name is Maria. I don't look like a ghost, do I? See? warm.
Sorry, I got confused.
Hey. Where are you going?
I need to find Mary.
Didn't you say she died?
Huh? Yeah. 3 years ago. It's just... I got a letter from her.
A letter.
I know how it sounds. I don't...
Hey. It's okay. So, what did the letter say?
She said she was waiting for me. In our special place.
And that's here? Anyway, I haven't seen her. Is this your only special place?
I don't know anymore. There was something. I can't quite.
Hey! I think I might know. I mean, there's this one place. Not far from here.
What kind of place?
The kind two lovers might call special. I can show you if you want. Unless you have somewhere else to be. Something else to do. Hey, easy there. I'm just messing with you. Come on. It's this way.
You're coming with me? Can't you just tell me where it is?
You're just gonna leave me here? Alone? With all these monsters around?
No, I just...
Is it because I remind you of her? You loved her, didn't you? Didn't you?
All right, just... Come on.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
The music absolutely does whip, and that's because they brought Akira Yamaoka back to do the music. And it is...
Come on, let's go.
Thank you, Maria. It is... There is some, I think, entirely original music, but most of the soundtrack is just reworking of the music from the original game. Highly recommend that you look up the soundtrack. The soundtrack for this game goes incredibly hard. Also, that light... Couple thoughts about that. One of the things we're not going to know until later, but it could... I could make a case for it being a candle. What it actually is, though, is the hotel across the lake. And it's interesting, but I think thematically
James?
appropriate that James is
What are you
having trouble
doing?
remembering the hotel across the lake. I think it's an interesting choice that serves the story well. Hello, Sneed. Goodbye, Sneed. What was the other thing? Did I get an autosave? Because, so I think Maria is the first person to explicitly acknowledge the monsters. Because at this point we've seen Eddie, and I think he was just like, oh, the town is dangerous. We've seen Angela, she also just said, the town is dangerous. Laura, whose name we technically don't know yet, but Laura does not seem concerned by anything that's happening in the town, and I think Maria is the first person.
Okay.
Was straight up like, there are
We can
monsters in this
stay for a
town.
while, if you want.
We could stay here for a while. We will not, though. So I want to say there was... She didn't tell me which way it was. It's fine. In the original, she points the way.
I can see why you and your wife like this place. It's nice. Sad, but nice.
It used to be different. I guess you'd know that. Aren't you from this town?
It's a bit complicated.
That's a very funny answer. Ooh, I'm gonna have to remember to follow up on why that's a funny answer. It's a bit complicated. That's new dialogue to me. I hadn't heard that. I don't know if it like only triggers if you go back. Also remember, when we came over here, the gate was locked.
Strange. I could have sworn.
What? Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing.
Okay, and now I would like to check whether I got an autosave. Autosave. Worst case, we'll just skip, because I want to do another side-by-side comparison of the cutscenes. I do have to exit the game for that. So, we're going to bring up meeting Maria.
Mary? No, you're not.
Do I look like your girlfriend?
No, my late wife. I can't believe it. You could be her twin. Your face, your voice, just your hair and clothes are different.
My name is Maria. I don't look like a ghost, do I? See? Feel how warm I am?
You're really not Mary.
I told you. I'm Maria.
Sorry. I was confused.
Where are you going?
I'm looking for Mary. Have you seen her?
Didn't you say she died?
Oh yeah, 3 years ago. But I got a letter from her. She says she was waiting in our special place.
And that's here? Anyway, I haven't seen her. Is this your only special place?
Well, there's the hotel too, I guess. The one on the lake? I wonder if it's still there.
The Lakeview Hotel? Yeah, it's still there. So, the hotel was your special place, huh? I'll bet it was. Don't get so mad. I was just joking. Anyway, it's not that way. It's this way.
You're coming with me?
You were gonna just leave me?
No, but...
With all these monsters around?
No, I just...
I'm all alone here. Everyone else is gone. I look like Mary, don't I? You loved her, right? Or maybe you hated her.
Don't be ridiculous.
So it's okay?
Yeah, fine.
Voice acting is definitely powerful. Yes, you do need to play the original. I've got the hookups, because I think the PC version, or God, what is it? The PS2 version is objectively the best version because the game was made for the PS2 and later ported to other platforms, and there were issues with the ports So for instance, the Xbox port is technically has better lighting because on the PS2 they did per vertex, which means when you have a square making up part of the wall, the flashlight will light up one triangle half of the square, which is whatever. And the Xbox had per pixel lighting, so the lighting looked better, but... And this was not the Xbox's fault, I believe, but when they converted the cutscenes to, I think it's called Bink Video, they didn't do it right. So the cutscenes on the Xbox version are just, they're like the wrong aspect ratio, and they're like cut off, and they're like I think they're like a bad frame rate and bad quality. It's a mess. Also, the PS2 specifically was really good at semi-transparent textures, so the fog looks best on the PS2. The PC version was very bad. I believe community patches have brought that to a pretty good state at this point. Still, I think arguably not as good as the PS2 version, but I believe these cutscenes are ripped from the enhanced PC version. Yeah, you do need to play it. I also think it's really interesting because in the remake, James doesn't remember the hotel, and they cut Maria's line where she said, "You loved her, right? Or maybe you hated her." And James is immediately like, "Don't be ridiculous. Like, that's stupid." I think it's really interesting that they cut that line, because that line is thematically very important. And they kept, I don't know. It's an interesting decision, and I don't yet know exactly where they're going with that. Okay, was there something else? I don't think there was anything else. Yeah, the voice acting is definitely... Was there something else? Oh, Maria's outfit in the original is just straight stolen. I think it's Christina Aguilera's like award ceremony outfit. If you just like look up, you know, Silent Hill 2 Maria, Christina Aguilera, like it's just her outfit. It's very funny. Also in the original and in the remake, Mary, James's dead wife, and Maria are played by the same voice actress. Which is like, yeah, I mean, like, I think you can tell when you're playing the game. Yeah, I think that was everything. You would not believe the amount of effort I had to put in to be able to just, like, show those cutscenes.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, do I have to? Yeah, I need to do the conversation again. Okay. Let's go to trigger your dialogue. Actually, let's do this bit first and see if you talk. Dude, do you not remember? Don't you remember?
Strange.
There we go.
I could have sworn.
What? Is something wrong?
I know. It's nothing.
I guess they only have...
I can see why
Yeah.
you and your wife like this place. It's nice. Sad, but nice.
It used to be different. I guess you'd know that. Aren't you from this town?
It's a bit complicated.
That is still an incredible answer. I can't talk about why that's an incredible answer until we know more about Maria. And that's like endgame content. Is this where I just went to pick her up? I think it is. Yeah, the gazebo. I did not fully check it for stuff. No zebra water to be seen here, folks. I want to cosplay as Maria. Either Maria. Doesn't matter to me which. I would have to get a wig. I would also, apparently you can buy James's jacket. One of my friends owns it, and I'm peanut butter and
Here.
jealous. Thank you, Maria. I was aware. Sound design is very good. I don't actually know what that is. I don't remember this statue being in the original.
Want to take a breather?
What? No, I just... Sorry, I'm just a bit preoccupied.
It's fine. You know, if there's anything you want to talk about, anything at all,
No. Let's just keep moving.
James, you're such a guy. Maria's subtitles are the same color as these flowers. Which means the flowers are the same color as her jacket. I wish I knew what kind of flowers these are. It could be significant. A headless mother looking after a little girl. Oh, the bench. Me, heart, she. I hope I never go blind. It would be hard to play video games. So there's the other side of that gate. No, follow me in, that's fine. You don't know why I'm here. I'm in! I have the power of camera! Oh boy. Damn, they thought of everything. Can't get my camera in the stall.
This place we're going to, what is it exactly?
it used to be kind of a special place for young couples in these parts. I think it's easier if I just show you.
The butterfly tattoo is relocated to her chest. Oh, the best part of making soup. The part where you don't have to do anything anymore. I once... Man, this might have been the first time I made soup on my own. I just like looked up some instructions online and I don't think the instructions said this. I don't think anybody on the internet is evil enough to tell you to leave your soup in the crock pot on high for 6 hours. I don't think anybody would do that. But I did. Because I was like, oh, you know, it says 4 to 6 hours, probably, whatever it was. So far from home. And then I was away from home. Like, I set up the crock pot to go, and then I left to do something, and then I did that thing you do when you have ADHD where I was like, oh, I'm having fun at these plans, and it says 4 to 6 hours, it'll be fine. And then like 7 or 8 hours later, I get home, and the broth has turned into mist, and the vegetables have turned into broth. It was bad. I want to say 4 hours is the upper limit. Oh man, oh, it smelled terrible. Because it was, oh my god. I can't remember, that might have also been when I was still trying to stock up on produce. Because like, if you buy meat and throw it in the freezer and just keep it frozen, I think you can just, like, keep it in there for months and it's, like, technically fine. Like, it's not gonna taste great if you wait a year to make it, but, like, it'll be fine. And I was like, surely the same principle applied. Not that I knew that that was true about meat at the time, but I was like, maybe I can do that, but with, like, everything, right? So I would buy 3 to 4 weeks worth of produce for, like, 3 to 4 weeks of recipes. You know, cook all of my food for the week on Friday, and then just not deal with it for another week. And so that might have been when I was still doing that, which meant, like, these poor vegetables were already, they just went from one extreme temperature to another. And just, I don't know. I'm surprised I didn't get arrested for that. I don't know if you're legally allowed to do that.
Who is that?
Just a woman. Killed for no real fault of her own by moral, upstanding folk. Common theme, I guess.
What do you mean?
In history, you know?
A woman killed by common, upstanding folk through no fault of her own. Jennifer Carroll, well, yeah, victim of persecution by the Christians, Jennifer Carroll lived with pride and honor. What happened here shall never be forgotten. I don't remember where I heard this, possibly in the Two Best Friends play, their stream of Silent Hill 2. I believe the reason the Christians was censored was because this was what, like 1999, 2000? Like, people were not ready to see something like that in their video game. But then they didn't have a texture where you could very clearly tell what it said. Soup crimes. Neither a letter nor a wrench. Ah, the other side of the park. We're good. Surprised there weren't more... I guess there aren't many health or ammo items in the park. It looks like a hammock to me. I don't know if it's supposed to, but the design looks like a hammock. With a... No, I'm not gonna say it. I should look up more. I think in an early version of the game, somebody made a video about it. Like, there was just a very noticeable frame rate dip when you looked at the sky, which is pretty cool. I don't know if they're, like, ray tracing all the clouds or something. I do eventually want to stream the original. That is far more than I could possibly hope to handle with everything else that's going on right now, but I will eventually research and purchase a capture card. In the absence of me streaming that, the Two Best Friends play is a very, very good stream of the original game.
There, we can go through the motel.
I got a lot of my facts about the original from that. However, my biggest issue with Two Best Friends play is, one, they turned the audio very far down. Like, they didn't talk over cutscenes, which is good, and which I'm trying to also do here, but the audio is still so quiet that you can barely hear it. But two, and I think this is the bigger issue, Matt and Pat did not have a healthy friendship. And even in Two Best Friends play, which of all their videos that I've watched is the one where they're sniping at each other the least, it's, I don't know, it's not good.
Whoa! Hey! Why'd you do that?
I need bullets! I need bullets for my gun! It's a 6-digit number. It's not even like a real number. It would be funny if it were the number from PT. It's not, but it would be funny if it were. What is that? 6... I'm not gonna remember. God, I just replayed PT too. I'm looking it up. Okay. I can't stand not knowing. PT number. 204863. 204. It would be funny, especially since they went ahead and made it a 6-digit number. It would have been cool if they'd used the number from PT. Because, for those of us who are not aware, PT with PlayStation 4 was the playable teaser for Silent Hills. Hideo Kojima, whatever, was going to make a Silent Hill game with Norman Reedus in it, probably, and then Konami lost their minds and threw everything out so that they could focus on pachinko machines, which, to my understanding, are basically like kind of like pinball machines, but for gambling. Very profitable. So I think there was also some strife. There's some really interesting YouTube videos about it, and one in particular that I'm thinking of. There was some kind of friction between Kojima and Konami. Even right down to, like, when you solve the final puzzle in PT and the guy says, "You remember exactly 10 months back." And I think that was, like, when Kojima was, like, what's the word? Demoted. Anyway, Konami lost their minds, threw everything out. Kojima was like, whatever, and took the game and made Death Stranding instead. Still with Norman Reedus of the FBI. So it is tragic that we didn't get that. I mean, now Konami has regained some of their mind. I still couldn't believe it when they announced that Bloober Team would be working on the Silent Hill 2 remake, but I'm very happy with how Bloober Team has handled it. It's just, I would not have expected this quality of game from the team that made Layers of Fear, which was itself a bad ripoff of PT. But don't listen to the haters. Bloober Team did a great job with the remake. And they brought back, like, not just Akira Yamaoka, but I believe a few other people from the original Team Silent as well. Which there are also some interesting videos about, like, what Team Silent actually was. It seemed like it was just kind of a loose band of people, and it wasn't even the same people from one Silent Hill game to the next. I don't know.
Safe with you around, huh?
The Silent Hill history it's interesting. I hope that Digital Eclipse does an archive of Silent Hill, the series. That would be neat. I don't know how it would work, but it would be neat. There's a way... Okay. There's a way in there, and I guess I have to do that one puzzle to get in. God, I've been yapping about stuff. I've completely lost track of what I'm doing. Okay, I gotta find the handle to the thingy to lift the door to get in there. I can't remember why I need to get in there. I just know that I do. Okay. She wants us to go through the motel? Jack's Inn, I believe? Yeah, she wants us to go through Jack's Inn. I want to take us... Yeah, I think I could do that tonight. I want to take us to the Silent Hill Historical Society and then... to Pete's Bolorama. We are not going to be able to get into the Historical Society because that is... a later chapter takes place in the Historical Society, but it's okay. We will be able to get to the doors. What am I doing? So that connects to Rosewater Park. And this should be a dead end.
Not getting through here.
No reason to. It's the wrong way anyway.
Still, enjoy the rumble. Killers in the jungle.
You think it'll stare back?
Oh! You don't know the half of it. What? Hang on, what? Oh. I don't know what I thought that poster was. That was weird. This is Jack's Inn. I do not want to mess with Jack's Inn. I want to go where it is. Maybe the Baldwin Mansion. I'm trying to remember whether the garage jack is optional. It must, I mean, it's circled, so it's probably not. This is ultimately a linear game.
Hey, wrong way. We already passed the motel.
Why did they do that? All the windows have that weird... Is it just
Again?
bad shadows? It creates a really weird effect indoors later on. Or like anything that connects to outside light. Just has this odd shimmer to it. A lot of these billboards, if not all of them in fact, are for actual...
James, your wife, what was she like? Or is... Sorry, I'm not.
That's fine. Why do you ask?
Just curious.
I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
Oh, come on. You said we look alike? At least give me something.
Well, she liked to play the piano. I'm not sure if you're really that much alike.
Oh? I don't strike you as the pianist type?
Let's just leave it.
Sure, James.
That's why we find piano music in the game. It's because his wife liked to play the piano. There's a lot of flavor missing because we don't have literal flavor text anymore. But I do like these little conversations.
Again?
I want to grab the children's feet. Oh, I was saying most, if not all, of the billboards are for actual businesses that you can find in the town.
You know we're heading the wrong way, right?
I do.
Yeah, just bear with me, okay?
It's
Whatever you say, big man.
Lakeside Amusement Park is where Silent Hill 3 opens. Heather is wandering around in a nightmare version of the park. And if you're very, very good, you can keep her alive until because you don't have a weapon at that point. But you can keep her alive till you reach the roller coaster, you start walking on the tracks, and eventually you're forced to end that sequence when one of the roller coaster cars hits you. Oh god, I forgot there's monsters down here. Where are they? I think it's just a couple line figures. It's like not a huge deal. Ah! Bugs, 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 bugs. Bugs, don't remember the guy's name. One of the, maybe like the monster designer? One of the people from Team Silent said that insects, manifesting insects, is a latent ability of the town that is not tied to any specific person's psyche. It definitely adds to the whole diseased feeling. Oh! No, no, stop! Oh. This is an action game. More so than the original. What an unpleasant fleshy guy. That one, that's a lying figure. They recreated them faithfully in the first Silent Hill movie.
I think they're gone. For now.
The first Silent Hill movie is fascinating because it's a gender-swapped version of the story from the first game. So instead of being Harry Mason looking for his daughter, what's her name? Ooh, Cheryl. He names her Cheryl, but her real name is Alessa. That's spoilers. But in the movie, it's that gal from Chronicles of Riddick, Pitch Black. So it's her mom looking for her in the town, but otherwise is almost very, very similar to the story of the first game, right down to having Sybil, the cop. Is Claudia only from the... I think Claudia's in the first and third games. But they borrow a lot of the town's imagery from both games, and they borrow the monsters from the second game. So for the lying figures, they got contortionists and suited them up in what was basically a big full body condom, and then had them do like the walk, which is cool. That movie is...
Again?
I don't think it's a great movie, but if you're familiar with Silent Hill, particularly 1 through 3, it is a fun movie to watch. But it's not scary like the games are. And I think not being interactive is part of that. Of course, I think there's rumors of like a Silent Hill 2 movie maybe happening in the future. I don't know. If it happens, I'll watch it. Even if it's bad.
Hey, I'm all for taking the scenic route, but we're not getting any closer to where we want to be. Just so you know. This road actually leads out of town.
I know, I felt that maybe she could be around here somewhere.
Did you know?
Vance.
Locked.
Yeah, has been for a while.
You know what's in there?
Not sure. I'm not even sure when was the last time anyone's been inside.
So it's abandoned, huh? That's interesting. The first time on my personal save file, I did things in a different order, because in the original game, the bowling alley is the next bit. And so I was avoiding the bowling alley, because I'm like, well, that's the next bit. I don't want to trigger the next bit yet. Turns out they moved the next bit to a different location. But if you go to the bowling alley, there's lots of cute little references. Oh, I was gonna look at the billboards. Giga Computer, that's definitely a shop in town. Baby and Kids Superstore. Silent Hill Fresh Meats. There's also something at the end of the road.
Oh, God. Did the monsters get him?
Maybe. Doesn't make much difference now.
Yeah.
So, once again, the road leading out of town is blocked. They borrowed this for the movie as well. Those sure look like James's boots to me. So this should just be a modified version of James's model, as we would come to expect. I can leave by not... How do I... Okay. I can leave by not leaving. I can only leave by not leaving. Oh, don't do that to me. Lights are about to change color, probably. There was definitely a sound. It sounded kind of like they got hit by a car. No, they weren't, but I think... So, I mean, that is far from the first corpse that we found in the game. But I think it sounded like... Because these two are dead. And I didn't kill them. I think they're dead. That's interesting. I don't remember when I came here on my personal save file. I don't remember hearing those noises. So I wonder if you have to find the man's corpse first to hear what sounds like them getting hit by either like a car or a weapon. That's interesting. I love the idea that since I upload the VODs to YouTube, I love the idea that, like, my content could theoretically appear in videos of much more dedicated people discovering things about the game. I think that would be neat. Oh! I'm always reminded of the overkill mechanic in Silent Hill. Which one is that? Down 4. This should be the bowling alley. It's gonna be hella references in here that only I will understand.
I think I'm actually getting used to you smashing stuff up.
I'm happy for you, Maria. Truly I am. Also, whether or not those noises were encouraging depends on personal taste, let's say. As we will see, some people approach Silent Hill the town with a very different attitude than James. What's that line in Silent Hill 3? Monsters? They look like monsters to you? Ah, I want to go in through the front door. What's his name? Vincent, I think? The guy who delivers the line. Oh, wow. Big whiff, bud. Pete's Bowl-O-Rama. Thought you'd want to stay out here.
You know, you can wait outside if you want. I'll just look around the place.
Why would I want to wait outside?
I thought you might not want to.
James, if you don't want me around anymore, you can just say it.
No, it's not that. Just a stray thought.
I will, as part of wrapping up this stream, I will show why that is funny. Okay, this is a good time to wrap it up, actually, so let me just drop a save and show... You know what I'll do? I'll get all the way through the bowling alley and then I can do all of the things all at once. Because there's a few different things that are gonna happen. So drop one save. I'll go in there in a second. That's an impressive subwoof. If Smell-O-Vision is ever part of next-gen tech, I can't wait to return to the bowling alley. How can you sit there and eat pizza? This is a pretty faithful recreation of the bowling alley. You desperately don't want that. Especially if they can get like the bleach tang just right. Ugh, how could somebody sit here and eat pizza? No, what is it? This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza? but he's gonna deliver it differently.
This town's full of monsters. Who could just sit here and eat pizza?
This has, again, haven't finished the game yet, don't know for sure, but this could have interesting implications for the story as a whole. Like the very fact that that pizza is there. And on top of his stray thought that she might want to wait outside. Yes, it is 100% Eddie. How do you know that if you've never played this game? Is there that much ambient knowledge of Silent Hill 2 in our culture? Ooh, enjoy those ray traced lights. You know what? I want to, screenshot. You have a friend who loves Eddie? You should stop being that person's friend. I can't get these idiots out of the way. When are they gonna add a photo mode to this game? Honestly. That's what it's actually missing. Alright, let's jam the camera up my butt. That'll have to do. Eddie did nothing wrong and he's still okay. This is... I would like you to accompany me on a journey where I'm going to prove you horribly, horribly wrong. Hello, cat. You here to cause mayhem? Oh. Darling boy. There you go. You are a dear. Okay, so this should be fully... Ah, look at that light! Look at those rays! I'm gonna go save, I'm gonna show the cutscene, and then I'm gonna end the stream. Ah! Yeah. Yeah. Ah! Why would you even put it that close to the wall? You can't play foosball like that. This is not regulation. It's not regulation foosball, guys. Alright. Cut scene. And then away I must go. Let's see. Follow Laura. Okay. Chamokers don't even know how to foos.
I'll wait here. I hate bowling.
I didn't come here to play, you know.
Hurry back, okay?
So what'd you do? Robbery? Murder?
Nah, nothing like that.
Huh, you're just a gutless fatso.
What'd you have to say that for?
I thought you said the cops were after you.
No, I just ran 'cause I was scared. I don't know what the cops are doing.
But if you did something bad, why don't you just say you're sorry? Well, I guess I run away a lot too.
It's no good. They wouldn't listen. Nobody will ever forgive me. Did you find the lady you're looking for? What's her name? Mary?
Eddie?
Oh, you're...
James. We met in the apartment building?
Yeah, I remember. But,
Are you alone here, Eddie?
no.
Bye-bye.
Wait! Come back! Eddie, let's go after her.
Huh? Laura? But why?
Laura. Is that her name?
That's what she said.
This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza?
She said she was fine by herself. She said a fatso like me would just slow her down.
Forget you. Did a little girl run out of here?
Yeah, she was too fast for me. Aren't you gonna go after her?
He is, in fact, going to go after her. Alright. Gotta call it. Gotta go. Gotta go play some Silent Hill 2 on my own. Peace, nerds.